Welcome to Basketball Heaven, Bradley University. Incorporated within the soul of one of the finest private universities in the nation, beats the heart of a champion. The Bradley Braves, 32 postseason appearances, 20 All-Americans, 18 took their Bradley legacy to the NBA. Bradley University is in the midst of a renaissance to enhance its status as the crown jewel of Central Illinois. Foremost in the revitalization, the Bradley Braves basketball program. With lasting memories of its glorious past, Bradley leaps into the future to provide the next generation of Braves. A state-of-the-art facility to make their dreams become a reality. Come with me now as I take you on a tour of the brand new state-of-the-art Bradley men's basketball practice facility. The thrills you feel in the sold-out Carver Arena begin here in the heart of the Bradley campus. Let's start with the lounge area. This spacious room will be the location for the training table, with a length of the floor room windows that overlook the practice floor, providing a comfortable, leisure atmosphere after a hard day's work. Which will take place here, the practice courts, where coaches and players prepare for the season and the games ahead. It's the laboratory for making more memories, with reminders of those that came before. Bradley basketball is a family, and its staff will have offices here, with a walkout balcony that overlooks the playing floor. Large rooms equipped with every tool needed to conduct the business of an elite basketball program. The weight room and hydrotherapy room. A Bradley basketball player will have state-of-the-art resources available to him 24/7 to make him bigger, faster, and stronger. A training room with every imaginable apparatus for both preventing and rehabilitating the bumps and bruises after going at it in practice or in games. Here's the hydrotherapy room, complete with multiple whirlpools, with the newest equipment and facilities to maximize a player's performance. This is the Bradley Braves players' home. Their locker room, spacious, comfortable, personal. Within this room, lifelong friendships and memories are born. The new theater room, complete with screen and comfortable seating for watching game film, scouting opponents, and individual instruction. Anytime, day or night, the team members come here, the Players Lounge, a place to talk, watch TV, play video games, listen to music, or just relax. A Bradley Brave will leave one of the top private universities in the Midwest with a degree, a dedicated academic advisor for basketball, and the players work here with the most modern tools available to continue Bradley's excellence in the classroom. When you combine that full-time academic advisor, one of the top 5 Midwest universities, with a #1 graduation rate in the Missouri Valley Conference, and a 100% graduation rate under head coach Jim Less, what can you say but wow? Absolutely incredible. It's the melding of the passion for Bradley basketball with a state-of-the-art complex complete with every conceivable amenity a player or coach would want. Bradley basketball. To be the best, have the best.
With over 1,100 new freshmen joining the Bradley family, the university continues to draw a diverse pool of quality applicants.
The faculty at Bradley brings a deep commitment to student learning and directed research.
Men's basketball has 8 NCAA tournament appearances and played in the Sweet 16 in 2006.
Bradley graduates are in demand. The placement rate for 2006-2007 graduates is 96%.
Imagine what we'll do next.
Carver Arena, where a frantic standing room only crowd of more than 11,000 will await one of the great rivalries in all of college basketball as the undefeated Illinois State Redbirds 14-0 play for first place in the Valley with the young and surging Bradley Braves. Hello again, everyone. I'm Frank Bissoni, along with Coach Dick Versace and Danny Adams, and we welcome you to really a special event tonight. Dick, both these teams unbeaten in the Valley. The Redbirds make 10 threes a game, nearly 80 points a game. Bradley first in Valley play, giving up only 59. Tonight, Mr. Coach, what gives?
Well, you kind of have the irresistible force versus the immovable object. I mean, that's kind of what's going to happen tonight. Bradley with its, points allowed, they're proud defenders. And then, of course, Illinois State leading about every category you can think of.
Absolutely. Our viewers haven't seen Illinois State as much as Bradley. Tell our viewers how Illinois State plays.
Well, pretty much what they do is they try to get a shot within 14 seconds. And then when they get on the half court, they take the ball and they dribble it right to the basket. And they want you to challenge them, and because they're going to challenge you, and then they crash the offensive boards. And Frank, they disregard floor balance. They just want to get extra possessions on the offensive glass.
The more they can shoot, the better.
Yes.
And they do it. They shoot 24 threes a game. Bradley will have a defensive test, but it'll be fun to watch. We're going to come back with the starting lineups and then the play-by-play in this battle royal. It's Bradley and Illinois State next.
Now is the time to join the Academy of Okinawan Karate in Peoria, Eureka, and Morton. Gain self-confidence, learn self-defense, improve your physical fitness, and learn the self-discipline that leads to better grades. Two-time world karate champion Joseph Walker and his highly trained staff will help you achieve your goals. Call the Academy of Okinawan Karate now at 692-2499 for any of our 3 locations. North Point Shopping Center, Peoria, Eureka, and Morton next to Kroger's. Join now and receive a free uniform when you mention this ad.
Central Illinois farmers have taught us that hard work, dedication, and respect of others make up the farm way. Your friends at Leeway Ceramic Tile have built a company based on these same principles. Next time you're shopping for ceramic tile, visit the hardworking people who always treat their customers with respect for quality products at a fair price. Remember, there's the farm way and there's Leeway. Leeway Ceramic Tile.
So if you want the best in ceramic tile, the only way is Leeway.
Okay, guys, 2-minute break.
Hey, Jim, thanks for giving me the advice on the Better Bank. It's terrific.
Hey, a satisfied customer is the best advertisement, and they've been great to me and my family since I moved back to Peoria.
They make me feel like a neighbor. Competitive rates, just been terrific.
Well, my daily banking needs, they have my mortgage, I pay my bills online, and I get great service with that.
Experience for yourself what we mean by better service, Better Banks. Now with 5 locations to serve you in Bartonville, Peoria, Dunlap, and Wyoming. Member FDIC.
Carver Arena rocks, and Jim Les likes it here. He is 6-0 against Illinois State in this building, but this is his biggest challenge because Illinois State is one of only 4 undefeated Division I teams. Pitt, Wake Forest, and Clemson are the others. Dick Versace, always a special atmosphere. You remember this well.
I certainly do, and I went to the shoot-around today, and I watched Jim Les, and he was pacing the floor like a caged lion. One thing I think that passed from coach to player was the understanding of this rivalry. If you don't experience it, if you've never been a part of it, then there's no possible way that you can understand how heated it is, how it truly is the War of 74.
Illinois State has been an explosive team this year. Bradley has young and surging forward, and there's going to be some interesting matchups in this game. As we talked about at the top, Illinois State's overwhelming offense against Bradley's very solid and improving defense.
Yes, and I think that'll be a huge challenge for our Braves. And the lineups and the matchups will probably go as you see them there. No, I mean, Theron Wilson will guard
probably Champaguchi.
Champaguchi. And Chris Roberts will get Osiris Eldridge. And David Collins will go against Odiokosa. It's getting a little noisy in here already. But the guard matchup is as important as the wingman matchup, even though the wings are your big scorers, Eldridge and Oguchi. These guys are averaging about 16.5 apiece.
Illinois State takes very tough shots sometimes, but for the most part, they go in. And that's just another one of the stories of this game. Bradley is going for their 5th win in a row, and Illinois State is going for its 15th win in a row. If they should get it, they will have the best record. And there you see the Bradleys and Illinois State atop the Valley standing.
You know, I was looking at the RPIs about 3 weeks ago, and Illinois State was in the 300s, and Bradley was about 110. Bradley is 62 now, and I believe Illinois State's RPI right now is 35.
It's an amazing thing when you see perhaps the best rivalry in the entire league, and here they are in January tied for first. I know it's only 3-0, but it is special, and you can feel the electricity here at Carver Arena.
Well, what I find interesting is that this has happened 14 times where Bradley started off, not Illinois State Bradley, but Bradley started off with a 3-0 record in the league. Every time that's happened, 12 of the 14 times that it's happened, that Bradley team has been placed in at least 2nd place in the league.
That is an impressive stat, and I'm sure that all through this league season, if nothing else, these two teams, if they don't win the league, they'll help determine who does.
Right, and I think tonight we want to watch the matchup on the wings. I mean, it's a huge challenge. It's a huge challenge for Chris Roberts. It's a huge challenge for Theron Wilson. Theron Wilson, if you remember, he tried to guard Gordon Hayward from Butler, who played most of his game on the perimeter.
That's right.
And Theron had a rough time.
He did.
He had a very rough time. So now tonight he has a challenge in trying to guard Champ Oguchi on the perimeter.
Even though Illinois State has some size like Champ Oguchi at 6'6", Oguchi is listed as a guard, and he has the skills of a guard. One reason they don't turn the ball over.
It's amazing. They turn the ball over only 13 times a game. And the other thing that I think is amazing is their differential. That stat that I was telling you about, that stat where it's the most accurate of all stats. So basically, if your differential is 0, you'll be about a 500 team. And right now, the differential for Illinois State is 14.6, and Bradley's is 0.3 of a point.
So Illinois State's is off the charts. The Redbirds in red, Bradley in home white, J.D. Collins, John Higgins, and Mike Sancerre are the officials. Bradley starts with the ball in front of a standing crowd in excess of 11,000. How much in excess, we don't know yet. Lob to the goal to Chris Roberts, and no shot, says the official.
I think that's the right call. One of the things I did not mention, I'd like to mention now, when Bradley plays this game, if they could think of it like a chess match, maybe get a couple of the pieces from Illinois State off the board, because they only play 7. Edrin McCain got 3.
To the goal, Edrin McCain to the ring for the first 2. Bradley draws first blood. Here comes Eldridge. That's Lloyd Phillips, 12. We'll try to help you call him out. Osiris Eldridge from the lobby.
And he'll keep shooting. He'll keep shooting whether he makes or he misses.
And so will Oguchi. Collins is way outside for a high screen. This is Chris Roberts, Valley Newcomer of the Week. Eldridge, Valley Player of the Week. We've got stars galore. McCain has made the only 2 of the game. Now Sam Maniscalco kicks Roberts' 3-ball. The Redbirds have it. One is Holloway, bumping foul on Roberts.
Chris he's got to think about it. He's got to think about it. Think about it. This is not a foul you want to get at this time. 75 feet away from the basket, you pick up a foul.
Absolutely.
He's so crucial to us tonight.
Bradley leads in the series between these two teams 60-46 all time. The 107th meeting. Holloway slices, pops right there. Emmanuel Holloway, another one of the good shooters. They have shooters in waves. Bradley's defense, best in the league, holding Valley opponents to 59. Illinois State scores more than 77 points a game. Their defense is good too, as is the Braves. Entry, Collins. He put it down and turned it over.
He just doesn't seem comfortable when he gets the ball. He just doesn't know what to do, you know.
His first instinct seems to be putting it on the floor.
Well, what he should be told is, if you don't know what to do, go back to the perimeter with the ball.
Oh, great block on Phillips by Edrin McCain. He got his hand all ball, and Bradley gets the turnover. 2-2 tie, early going. Carver Arena. Roberts to the window.
This is the way you're going to have to play Illinois State. You're going to have to drive the ball to the basket. Drive it all night.
That might get a few extra fouls on the Redbirds, who aren't the deepest team in the league, but perhaps the best. Holloway. Baseline jumper. Holloway missed. Rebound, Theron Wilson. Bradley gets them one and done. Will Wilson take Osiris? Inside Collins. Turn, shoot, rattled out.
All right, that was a good decision. Catch it, shoot it. Good shot, no problem, just didn't get it down.
Collins and Singh lead the active Valley in field goal percentage among all active players' career, each of them 56%. Jim Less over talking it with Taylor Brown and some of the other Bradley players who will be in the game before very long. You can see the crowd's really edgy, people on their seat edges. Just underway, under 17 minutes now. Bradley by 2. Iguchi from way out here. Yeah, Champ Iguchi.
That's what they do. They shoot more threes. Well, they shoot 24 threes a game. We shoot 21. And our chart is going down. Their chart is going up. They're taking more free threes. We're taking less.
McCain penetrates. Chamberlain Iguchi. It's not. There's the shot by Sam Maniscalco. Stop and pop, drop. The first 3 ball for Sam, and in 2 games against the Redbirds last year, he had 3 points. Andrew Warren last year had 27 in the 2 games. By the way, this is Dodie Dunson's birthday tonight, and there's the 3 ball by Osiris Eldridge, and these aren't right on the line threes. They step back and fire.
Well, you know, that you can shoot yourself in that way. You can also shoot yourself out.
What range they're shooting from. But Bradley is only down 1 and with the ball. Maniscalco looks at it. Into Collins once more. He turns and hooks. Good!
He's so much better when he's decisive. When he's indecisive, usually bad things happen.
Lloyd Phillips, 5'10", junior college transfer out of Washington, D.C. with the ball. Guarded by McCain. He got in. He gave it to Odiokosa, and Dinma knocks it in.
Well, what Bradley's doing on that high screen is they're zoning off with their big, but their big's got to protect the lane.
Theron Wilson with the ball. He likes to drive. He found a free man, and Roberts dropped the ball. Kicked out of bounds to the Braves. No. There's a timeout on the court. 15:01, and Illinois State leads by 1.
Bradley's coaches and players know the significance of this early Valley matchup. Not only the rivalry of War on 74, but an early lead in a league where every game counts. This game could come down. Talking to Coach Les, he says that their commander-in-chief, that he's calling for an all-hands-on-deck effort tonight to beat these Redbirds. Back to you, Frank and Coach.
Thank you, Danny Adams. The first glimpse at the stats show both teams shooting 4 for 6 from the field, 2 for 3 on threes for Illinois State.
And we're looking at a one-point game. I think Bradley's got to feel good about the way they've gotten out of the blocks. Sam Maniscalco, as you remember in the Wichita State game, he did not take a shot in the entire first half.
That's right.
So he's already knocked down a 3. David Collins has shown that he's going to be a little more comfortable in the post, and I think he's got the size to get clean looks. So if he'll make a good decision when he gets the ball on the inside. See, now there's some argument here about whose ball it was.
Absolutely.
See, I thought the official pointed the other way.
Yes.
That it was Bradley's ball. You did too, I know.
I did too, and that's why I called it. The official did indeed point Bradley's direction, and we said so, and then he gave the ball to Illinois State. Sam Singh in for the Braves. Just for a note, Theron Wilson scored 34 points in the 2 games against Illinois State last year. 20 to shoot for the Redbirds. They lead by 1. This is Osiris Eldridge.
See, there's that zone off by the big man. You saw Sam Singh try to help the guard over the top of the screen.
Lloyd Phillips missed the 3. Bradley's got the ball. On the hunt is Edrin McCain. Bradley is going to run a set. Maniscalco, corner, it's Dodie Dunson. By the way, it's his birthday, number 22. Happy birthday, Dodie. Singh misses the shot. Oguchi rebounds for the Redbirds. Sampay and Rubin are off the bench there. Oguchi missed. Here's Bradley with the ball, trying a run out. Maniscalco beat his man all the way, missed it!
Made a nice strong drive, just didn't finish with the left hand. Now this action that you're seeing, this high post pick out high, you'll see Illinois State run this a lot. That time,
Dean Maodiakosa had a free shot inside, but he could not get it, and he couldn't finish with his left hand.
That time there was a huge defensive breakdown. You just can't leave the other team's biggest man alone under the basket.
Darian Norris, number 3, is now in for Bradley, along with Wilson, Maniscalco, Singh, and Dunson. So Bradley's got some starters on the bench, and now the Redbirds 2-2 with number 3 Alex Rubin in, along with 41 Brandon Sampay. Sampay is a big force inside. Here's a steal by Illinois State. They've got numbers, but that's close enough for Osiris, and he missed it. Now they've missed their last couple 3.
They're going to keep shooting, Frank.
And
I guarantee you.
It's coming.
They're lacing them up tonight. They're lacing them up.
Sampay is 41 in the middle. He's a 255-pounder, a space eater. Singh's not exactly small, high screen. Tough D on both ends. Wilson got all the way in and missed it. Jump ball, and the possession arrow is with the Redbirds. Bradley's missed a couple right to the basket. Maniscalco and Wilson.
You know, the Bradley Braves are getting a little too excited right now. They started off. I like the tempo. I like their patience on offense. They need to continue to be patient on offense. Don't get in Illinois State's game.
One of Bradley's games is that the Braves have shot 349 free throws this year and made 70% of them. Sampay's inside, stripped by Darian Norris. Bradley comes back. Braves will shoot for the lead. Score's been frozen for a couple 3 trips down the court, and a whistle and a... Oh, no.
No.
It's a
Blocking.
block.
Yeah, he called a block.
Theron Wilson threw up his hands like he thought it was on him. And the Braves will throw in. Norris will do it in front of us.
There's a good example of what I was talking about when you're trying to play a little too fast. They're switching. So see the step over there? That's just a 100% switch. And when that happens, you got to keep yourself under control.
Dunson's out of the corner with the 3 ball. Soaring tip by Wilson, but Phillips has it for the Redbirds. quick teams, both of them. Rubin out of bounds to the Braves. Alex Rubin fired up a three. He shoots them at 50%. Now there's timeout on the court. 11:54, and there's a 1-point game on our hands. And Illinois State continues to hold a 10-9 lead over Bradley, and both teams have emphasized defense in the early going.
Well, actually, both teams are switching ball screens. When Illinois State does it, they do what I call a full switch. It's not a zone off, it's not a help, it's not a hedge. It's a full switch. So what happens is you usually are going to get a big little mismatch. How do you take advantage of that? Well, the little guy who's the ball handler, who's being guarded by the big, has to calm down, slow down, freeze the defender, the big man, try to freeze his feet, and then either shoot over him or take him off the dribble.
Interesting, there has not been a free throw attempted in the game. 3 fouls on the Redbirds, 1 on the Braves. Sam Singh is playing the pivot.
Bradley's in the 2-3 zone.
Maniscalco running the point.
I mean, Illinois State is in the 2-3 zone.
That is what it is. Shot by the Braves, out of the corner, Dodie Dunson. And he would like to celebrate his birthday only one way.
I guess we've been spending too much time on the road looking at red shirts.
We have been on the road a while. Out of the corner, Holloway enters Sampe. Oguchi's close enough, he's in the building.
He wants the jump shot.
360 spin, fire, Bradley rebound. Well, the Redbirds have been stuck on 10 for a time. Tremendous crowd here, even in spite of an accident on 74 that slowed a lot of our fans down, both from Bloomington and other areas. Theron Wilson, he's going to get in. He does, he puts it up and in.
Strong move, worked very hard that time, Theron Wilson did, to keep himself under control. Gathered the ball with a sweet finish.
Theron Wilson's first deuce. This is Holloway. Splits 2 Bradley defenders and shoots it in. Emmanuel Holloway from Cartersville, Georgia. He's a senior. He was all Missouri Valley bench team a year ago. Dunson's played well in the early going, and a foul on the Redbirds. It's on Siad Odzik. Odzik is a transfer from the University of Southern California, where he played for Tim Floyd. There's Tim Jankovic.
There's the penetration that we're looking for. If we continue to penetrate, we're going to pick up some fouls. We're going to get some scores out of it. It's going to bring us nothing but good. When you are a team like Illinois State, Frank, and you only have 7 guys that you play, basically, you have to be careful. That's why we saw zone early, and that's why they're going to let you go sometimes. But you always need to challenge them.
Bradley's got Edrin McCain back at the point. Roberts is also back in for the Braves, and that's Roberts there on the wing. Roberts can shoot the 3. Singh calling for the ball on the post. Dunson again. Nice rebound. Theron Wilson kicked out of his hand. Sampe at 2:55, thundering down. And Rubin gets free. Entry made. Layup.
That's too easy.
Dinma Odiakosa. Interesting, Odiakosa and Sampe in at the same time. The brothers bulk. 2-3 zone. Sam Singh wide open. Yes, sir. Have some of that.
Well, that's open against the 2-3. You have to continue to look inside, because there's one reason that the other team is playing zone and playing it so early in this game is they don't respect our outside shooting.
That's evident. Odiakosa goes against Singh. Backs his way in. A lot of muscle. Has it slapped away by the Braves. Great play by Chris Roberts. He had 12 deflections in our game at Missouri State. That must be a record. Singh's going to try to get free, and he got the ball. He double dribbled. At least that's what Mike Sancerre said. Sam is saying he knocked it out of my hand. And now Jim Les is saying the same thing, as you can see. By the way, Tim Jankovich's record at Illinois State is 39-10.
He's Bill Self disciple, I believe.
He is that. Ball tipped away nicely by David Collins, who's giving Singh a rest.
Pretty much if you're Bill Self disciple these days, when Self makes a phone call for you, people on the other end will listen.
It does help to win the ring. Ball out to Lloyd Phillips. This is a little guy, but he can shoot the lights out. Shot 48% in junior college from the 3-ball. He's shooting 47% in D1. Here comes Emmanuel Holloway.
Good challenge of the shot. Nice closeout. Caused the miss.
McCain all the way, blocked and hammered. Oh, and he's hurt. Edrin McCain got hurt. I couldn't see where he hit, whether it was his thigh or groin or midsection, something like that. And that's a tough break for Bradley.
Let's take a look. Edrin McCain gets airborne. Oh, I think he just fell and hurt his hip.
Yeah.
He took the full brunt of the fall right on the left side of his hip.
Here's the other
side. Or his left hip, I should say. See,
nice.
There was no break of the fall.
No.
Couldn't get his hands down to break the fall like a karate guy.
Yeah, he's up on his feet.
He'll be fine. That just hurts, but the hurt goes away. And it goes away faster when you're playing the Redbirds of Illinois State.
That it does. You notice that Bradley's offense is better when their defense is good.
Well, I think tonight, that's generally the case, all the time. But because good defense fuels good offense. But what Bradley has to resist tonight, Frank, is don't get in too big of a rush. I mean, if you're forced to play half court, use some clock, because this other team wants to play a lot more up-tempo than Bradley's playing right now.
The team, to establish the tempo and the rhythm that they like, has an advantage, of course, and Bradley does want to spread it out, run some sets, take their time, get a good shot. Sam Maniscalco nailed 2 free throws, and he's got 4, and his 74% free throwing just took another step up. Bradley by 4. 8 minutes to play, first half. Frank Bissoni, Dick Versace, and Danny Adams on Comcast. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast, and thanks for being with us. Phillips, finger roll off the window.
Well, the switching man for Bradley that time was David Collins, just didn't move his feet. He had size, and he should have moved his feet and gotten inside and made himself big.
Taylor Brown in for the Braves at 6'6", playing the 4. Roberts barges in, and it's blocked away by the Redbirds, out of bounds. And let's see what this call is. There's bodies flying all over the place, as you might expect in a game like this.
Well, this is what you want. You want energy. There's the loose ball, the block, a scramble. I believe they were awarding the ball to Bradley.
Taylor Brown made the extra effort on that one. And there's timeout on the court again at the 7:30 mark. And the Braves lead by 2 in a very hard-fought game. We'll be right back.
There's no such thing as being hurt. You play with the pain. You play with the little bump and bruise. And Edrin McCain is right back up on his feet, ready to go.
And the impact of a little man. Some people think a little man can't have impact, but you ever try to go to bed with a mosquito in the room? I mean, there's been great impact already in this game by Lloyd Phillips, who's 5'10", by Edrin McCain, who's 5'11", Darian Norris about 5'11", Sam Maniscalco about that.
Right, and no one seems to try to take advantage of these guys' size. I mean, if you look across the nation and you watch college basketball, there's a lot of 5'11" players that are very, very good players.
That is true. Here's a whistle away from the ball. Mike Sancerre found something. So far in the first half, Illinois State is shooting 44% from the field and 25% from three. Bradley is shooting 48% or 47% from the field and 40 from three. Illinois State's 2 for 8 from three, Bradley 2 for 5. Collins back in the middle, Maniscalco up top. Taylor Brown. Nice rebound, Collins, put it back up. Rebound, Taylor Brown for two.
What a play by the freshman, Taylor Brown. They were working. Get up, and he got it.
Downtown, Taylor Brown knocked it in. Aguchi tries to answer, and a hungry David Collins got that one.
It's the most inspired I've seen him play.
He got knocked around a couple of times, and I didn't think he cared for it. Sam Maniscalco. Tip rebound. Collins.
Go back to the perimeter. That was a good choice.
Good move, wasn't it? Maniscalco tries a clear out. Dunson looks for help. The athletic Chris Roberts. Turnover Bradley. At the 6:22 mark, Jim Les watched his team lead by 4. McCain back in, walking just a little gingerly maybe, but when it's time to turn on the Jets, I think they'll be there.
Oh, they'll be there.
Only 2 free throws shot in the game, both by Maniscalco.
There's that high pick and roll. We've had a little trouble with it. They set a double screen up there.
Aguchi likes that shot. Rolled off. Look at Taylor Brown. Taylor Brown can bounce. McCain. Sam Maniscalco. Brown rebounds and scores!
Can you say epiphany? Can you say epiphany?
Woo! Taylor Brown has lit the fuse on a Bradley 6-point advantage. And while we got a second, let's take a look at that.
Well, this is what I call a terrific exchange.
That's the rebound.
That freshman showing what he's going to be in the future.
Watch this.
If you want a whole lot of Taylor Brown, you just saw him get a rebound at the other end. Sam Maniscalco misses. There's a tip, and out of nowhere, the freshman, Taylor Brown, downtown, Taylor Brown.
With the left hand, Sam.
Sweet finish.
How you like some of that?
You know, you were remarking in warm-ups how natural he looks, the way he walks. And I think it's a portent of very, very good things to come in the future.
He's loose. He's just got a nice feel for the game. Nice cut by Odzik. This Illinois State team, I guarantee you, thinks nothing of being behind by 6. They shoot as well as many teams in the country. That's why they're one of only 4 unbeaten teams in the country. They blew away Evansville. They blew away Creighton. Phillips with only 4 to shoot.
Shots
now 3. He's in. Blocked by Bradley. The Braves run. Maniscalco looks up top. 5:10 to play, first half. Bradley by 6 with the ball. Oh, a great steal by the Redbirds. It's Holloway. Wiped out by Taylor Brown. Erased.
Very quietly, Bradley's becoming one of the best shot blocking teams in the Missouri Valley. We're already in second place. We're averaging 8 blocks a game.
Talk about the impact of freshmen. Taylor Brown, Edrin McCain. Ball out of bounds, Bradley. Listen to the hand for Taylor Brown. Standing ovation. Jet-propelled Taylor Brown had a good run of minutes.
Edrin McCain needs to look at the basket a little bit more.
Maniscalco does. Couldn't book it. And Dima Odiakosa got the rebound. Sampay and Odiakosa are both in. So is Odzik Phillips and this man, Osiris Eldridge. One of the better players in the league. A block by Bradley one more time as the Redbirds have been rejected at the rim.
You know, I'm looking out there and I'm saying, do we have a new player out there? David Collins, is that the name?
That's the name. Tonight, it's a game too.
He's into it.
He's gotten into this game. Bradley's throwing up his own, aren't they?
Yes. This is their 2-3. They try to guard. Look at this shot.
My goodness, Phillips shot it and right in rhythm, but he was out there 24 feet. There's a whistle inside, foul on Sampay, banging with Collins.
I believe we're going to shoot now.
Now a whistle and a timeout on the court. The Bradley Braves in the lead in the first half at Carver Arena in a great game with the Redbirds.
Got a clear path to the basket. I'll just go in and lay this up. But there's that man, Taylor Brown. And now Osiris again. I guess that was Holloway the first time.
Yeah.
And this is Osiris Eldridge and David Collins out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Take that.
That was David Collins' 24th block of the season. What an atmosphere here. It's been just tremendous. You know, Dick, Mike Krzyzewski always has said, basketball teams like 5 fingers. You want them to get a play together, you close it into a fist, and then you take that fist and thrust forward.
I like it.
And that's what it seems like is happening with both of these teams tonight. They've come together, and they're thrusting their fists at each other.
Well, that's a wonderful metaphor. I love it. The English teacher in me loves it.
English teacher, pro basketball coach. You wander around this life.
I'm just a pirate on the sea of life.
Oh dear, I got to read your book. David Collins knocks it in. And Bradley leads 24-16, and Collins goes out to a fine hand. Singh is in the game. The Redbirds have Phillips and Osiris. They've brought in Kellen Thornton, who's number 21. He's 6'7". He's down on the block. Here's a shot outside by the Redbirds, and Theron Wilson has the rebound for Bradley. Bradley's rebounding has been impressive. Dodie Dunson runs the point this time down. Dodie played with Brandon Holtz in high school in Bloomington. They're on opposing sides tonight. Sam Singh missed a shot badly, and the rebound is poked away from Osiris from behind.
Yeah, and Sam Singh made a bad choice. I mean, a bad choice led to a bad shot. But not Dodie Dunson. Dodie said, I'm from Bloomington, you take that. And I got some more for you.
The candles on his cake are burning. Take down these nets, they're scorching. Here comes Holloway. He got it. Athletic move to the baseline. Cuts the Bradley lead to 27-18. The Braves playing with purpose and fire. And Illinois State says right back at you. Thornton at 6'7" is 21 at the top of the key. Roberts beat him inside but lost his dribble.
Too many dribbles. He's got to give it up.
Bradley has 12 to shoot.
Sam should have looked at the basket. He had a wide open 17-footer.
8 to shoot. 4 to shoot.
Shoot it!
Roberts with 1. Go!
Somebody behind me yelled, shoot it.
5 points for Chris Roberts, and it's an absolute bedlam in here. Bradley 30-18 in an incredible run against a wonderful team. Odzik up top. 14-0 is the Redbird record. Holloway again. Great rebound. Thornton lost it. Roberts picked his pocket.
Good choice here. Make a good choice.
Roberts lost the ball out of bounds. Too much in a hurry.
Well, what the young man has to learn is to value the possession, because what you did was you took away a shot for them. That's 2 points. Then you got a shot opportunity for yourself. That's 2 points. That's a 4-point swing. So when you have an opportunity to have a 4-point swing, get yourself under control and always at least get a shot at the basket.
That's what coaches call empty possessions, and empty ones kill you. 1:22 to play, first half. Carver Arena, Peoria, Illinois. The top 2 teams in the Valley at 3-0. Bradley, Illinois State. Redbirds with the ball. Osiris fires. Boom! Just like that, it's a 9-point game again. 6 for Osiris Eldridge. Osiris is an Egyptian word. It means Egyptian god of the dead. Chris Roberts fell down again trying to take the ball to the basket. The ball is out of bounds.
Might be a good idea to calm him down, get somebody in. He's just too excited. Not in a bad way. He's excited. He wants to help. He wants to make something happen, but he's playing way out of control, way too fast.
Jim Les calls timeout with 48.2 and Bradley up by 9. All right. Well,
it's time for me to point out that the Illinois State Redbirds in their 14-0 record played the following teams: Wright State, Alabama State, Nichols State, Winston-Salem State, Morehead State, and Missouri State. If they play any more states, they can form their own union.
Hey, tonight's interstate.
Oh. I should know better than to try to top you.
Sam Singh comes back on the court. There you can see Bradley fans being a little bit too early in their optimism, hoping for the first loss for Illinois State tonight. But there is a vast second half to play after this 48 seconds, believe me. Into Sam Maniscalco. Bradley has 12 to shoot. I'm sure they know that. Now 8. This is Roberts. Wants to enter to Singh. Stolen by the Redbirds. And they have 30 seconds. And they'll be looking for a basket. Once again, Bradley gets no shot.
I'm not sure Chris Roberts knew what the shot clock was, because the decision to throw it into Sam Singh, which was a bad decision, not because of the turnover, just because of the amount of time that was going to have to be used to get a shot off.
11 seconds left in the first half and the shot clock. You see it there. Comes Holloway on the fly, stops on a dime, gives it up to Thornton. He missed the shot. Osiris grabbed it and athletically got a shot off, but it did not go. And at the end of the half, a first half, hard defense, scintillating play, and some great blocks by the Bradley Braves. The Braves lead by 9. Dick Versace, how about that for a half?
Well, there's no reason the way Bradley's playing, if they'll calm down a little on offense and make sure they value their possessions, with the kind of defense they're playing up in your numbers defense. And Illinois State relies on ball screens. Bradley's doing a really good job of having the big zone off, and then the little man who's guarding the dribbler is getting over. And that's been successful for them in the first half. It can be again in the second. There's no reason they can't put the same kind of half together based on what I'm seeing.
There's also the interesting part, as you noted, Illinois State came out of the blocks firing threes right in. Then you observe they can shoot you in or shoot you out. Then they missed a number of threes. And a lot of the second half is going to be how many of them they make.
Well, because they try to get a shot in 14 seconds, but they're having a tough time with it. For the most part, they are getting a shot within 14 seconds. But we're making them work, and we're pushing them by that 14-second mark quite a bit. They're really struggling to get shots, and then they're settling for some very difficult shots. Now, I know that they can make these shots.
Yes.
But it's a tough thing in this atmosphere to make those shots all night long. They didn't do it, completely in the first half, and I imagine in the second half, although I want to keep in mind that this team was down 7, Illinois State I'm talking about, was down 17 to Missouri State and came at Missouri State and came back and won that game.
They did. They went to overtime and win at 17 down. So Bradley's got the lead, and we'll be back at Carver Arena in just a moment.
Therapy with a personalized approach. That's what you'll find at Professional Therapy Services. Therapy for all ages. Therapy for multiple conditions. Professional Therapy Services has clinics conveniently located in Peoria, Morton, Pekin, Chillicothe.
With 6, Maniscalco and Roberts with 5, but Dick Versace, look at that line by Taylor Brown.
Well, what's interesting is Taylor Brown played 4 minutes, and in those 4 minutes, he had 1 block, he had 4 points, he had, 4 rebounds, and I don't know what else you can do when you come off the bench to tell your coach, I want more minutes. And here I am proving it to you. Yeah. I'm showing you energy, I'm showing you athletic ability, and I'm showing you results.
That he has. And there's a smiling Ken Cavanaugh as the Braves have a first half lead. But here we go into the second half. And the Redbirds come out onto the floor with their original starting lineup. That would be Eldridge, Holloway, Odiakosa, Oguchi, and Phillips. Bradley does the same. Wilson, Collins, Maniscalco, Roberts, and Edrin McCain. You're looking there at Osiris Eldridge.
Yeah, look for Illinois State to basically do the same things they were doing offensively, but I look for them really to get on those offensive boards and to crash the offensive boards and get some extra shots.
They're going to do something here.
About.
There goes Oguchi to the glass. Bradley swallows it.
Another block.
Another block shot by the Braves. One of the biggest crowds in Bradley basketball history here tonight. More than 11,000. Sam Maniscalco. Bucket!
Where you been, little brother? Where have you been?
A sweet nylon song gives Sam 8.
And that was a deep 3.
Look at Oguchi rise and fire. Rebound Collins. Oguchi got a good look that time. The flying Wilson on the other end.
Good choice. Edrin McCain pushed the ball up. Excellent choice.
4 by Wilson. Bradley 35. The Redbirds 21. And the fans are on their feet. Osiris. High screen. Odiakosa rolls. Oguchi wants a shot. 10 to shoot. 7 to shoot. And a whistle and a foul on the Braves. It's on Sam Maniscalco.
That was a awfully iffy. Awfully iffy. You know, when the defender is moving his feet, we don't have a replay of this, but when the defender is moving his feet and doesn't put his hands on you, then you shouldn't call that. I mean, that's what we talked about. You know, I don't want to see a different way of officiating in this half than we saw in the first half.
Jankovic has been jawing with the official here on the sideline right in front of us. Osiris Eldridge, and he made it look easy on a 3 ball, and just like that, the lead is trimmed.
There's no question they're going to keep firing. They live by that sword, or they'll die by it.
9 points for Osiris. Sancerre just told Phillips and McCain to stop pushing, clean it up. Theron Wilson got stripped trying to dribble. Illinois State's on the hunt. They got fouled. Once again, it's Maniscalco.
It all boils down to doing what you can do and not doing what you can't do. You cannot, you saw Theron Wilson. Oh, here's the steal.
Oh, there's a push off.
Now, that looked like a good swipe. I mean, that looked like a legit swipe. Sometimes the officials are behind the ball. They don't have a good view. They just think it's going to happen. But the thing I'm concerned about is we had Chris Roberts in the first half, and now Darren Wilson playing a little too fast, a little too excited. You just can't take a dribble and go into a spin mode 16 feet from the basket. It's not as if there aren't other defenders around.
The free throw is missed and missed again, and Illinois State gets 2 free throws, misses them both, then keeps the ball. I was screened out on that. Jim Less was wondering who it went off. All right. There it is. It went off, looked like either a Gucci or
that's a hard call.
Or Wilson. It is.
Whatever call they make, that's the way it is because they don't change them.
Illinois State Redbirds with the basketball.
Bradley in a 2-3 zone.
Osiris again, and that hit the bottom in a hurry.
You can't leave them. You just can't leave them. You can't give them a window.
It's 8-point lead for Bradley, a dozen already for Osiris. Had 6 quick ones here in the second half on 2 threes. He's the kind of player that can take over a game. Roberts way out there. Go!
A crier! A crier! Stayed up there and cried and finally fell through.
And that gives Bradley the lead of 38-27 in a loud Carver Arena.
A healthy lifestyle. Living life to the fullest. Having the energy to tackle everything the day throws your way. Feeling good about yourself. At Kramer Chiropractic and Acupuncture, we are a life enhancement center, and we're committed to evaluating your overall wellness as well as designing an alternative health program that will change your life, literally. What you choose today determines your tomorrows. Choose well.
I'm Dr. Keith Kramer. Live life well.
Kramer Chiropractic and Acupuncture. Call now to get started.
Arch Madness. It's not just great basketball, it's 4 action-packed days, 9 exciting matchups, 10 Valley teams, 100 players, thousands of wild fans, and an amazing array of attractions, activities, and restaurants in St. Louis. It's the 2009 State Farm Missouri Valley Conference Men's Basketball Tournament, March 5th through 8th at Scott Trade Center. Arch Madness. It's the one weekend no basketball fan can miss. Get your tickets now.
Hi, I'm Brett Grimm from Grimm Heating and Air Conditioning. Right now, indoor air is roughly 100 times more polluted than outdoor air. 50% of your illnesses can be either aggravated or caused by polluted indoor air. We have to come into the house to be able to see what we're dealing with. We put a sensor in on one day and we come back 3 days later. This sensor will take readings of all the different things that are going in your home. There's no charge for the service. All it takes is a phone call. Call us today. We'd love to come out and have the opportunity to help you make your home as healthy as possible.
There's 17 minutes and 9 seconds left.
Shot clock running down. Chris Roberts laces one up. Oh, it's a crier. Hangs and cries. Please let me through. There's another angle. Gets up there and cries and hangs around and cries and begs, and yes, it drops.
The friendly rims of Carver Arena gives Chris Roberts a 3-ball. He has 8. Osiris Eldridge has 12. Chris Roberts with 8. Part of this huge throng here. Fans from all over Central Illinois and beyond, from Bloomington Normal, Peoria, and far, far away in the north, south, and through the Midwest. Osiris Eldridge got away with a walk there as he fell. And
he certainly dragged his pivot foot.
Dragged that foot.
I might be a little biased, but
now Osiris whips it across to Aguchi. Those are their 2 tremendous outside shooters. Here's a steal by the Braves. It's McCain.
Now, good choice here. Make a good choice.
Waits for help. And now the Braves have the ball with an 11-point advantage. A lot of time in this second half.
Illinois State would far prefer you fly down to the other end and throw up a shot. Now they have to work.
Bradley's got to take better care of the ball. Inside, Wilson's free, got it!
Beautiful
little
read.
slip screen.
Yes, that's exactly right, Frankie. Went to set the screen, slipped it. I saw Jim Les working on that play at the shoot-around today, and I thought to myself, I'd love to see it work, and it did.
6 points for TW. Theron Wilson. Bradley's made it to 40. Osiris is way out there, and who got the ball? Bradley. Now there's timeout on the court once again. We'll be back at Carver Arena where it's rocking with the Braves lead.
Now's the time to sign up for golf and racing leagues at the...
Well, Frank, take a look at a little offensive basketball. Theron Wilson is going to move across to set the screen, but he slips. And the ball is delivered beautifully inside.
Assist to Edrin McCain, goal for Theron Wilson. And the Bradley Braves, with 15:55 to go, have the advantage at 40-27. Illinois State, a quick strike team, and the Braves will have to keep that chest to chest, hands up, not many free looks.
Right, they got to get up in the numbers. They got to get up in the red shirt numbers. There's a 41, there's a 42, there's a 0, there's a 1. Get up in the numbers. And that's how they have to play, and that's going to make them successful. It's going to make Illinois State play a little slower than they want to. They extended the defense that time. Sam Maniscalco water-bugged it and got through.
It was a trap by the Redbirds. They've gone zone. Roberts is on the left wing, and Maniscalco's at top. Bradley's got 17 to shoot, plenty of time. McCain kicks it way back outside. Now 10 on the shot clock. Braves looking for a shot. Maniscalco tries a deep three. No, he's in. The Redbirds run the rebound down.
Got numbers. They got numbers.
Holloway. Long rebound comes to Odiakosa. Illinois State reloads. Phillips right there.
He's a fine offensive player.
He really is.
That's what you call a step back jumper, and it was home all the way.
Phillips' favorite movie is Through the Fire. He may think that's what he's going through tonight. Inside and out. Bradley moves the ball. Braves with 11-point advantage. Want to answer the score of Illinois State if they can.
We got a little overload. So somebody's got to look at the basket.
Stolen pass. Bad one by McCain. Here comes Osiris. Odiakosa.
Oh.
And now Holloway missed the shot. Whistle.
That's a
traveling.
Travel, yeah. I mean, these eyes have seen a lot of basketball, and I knew that was a travel, and I was wondering when the call was going to come. Well, this is traveling. When you go up and you come down with the ball. Hello. Hello, that's a travel. I'm a little concerned offensively here. We're not looking at the basket. Someone has to take the responsibility of hitting a perimeter shot. See, Sam didn't look at the basket. Now Roberts did.
Way long. And the rebound of the Redbirds. Bradley stuck on 40 for a moment. Still over 14 minutes left. If you're Illinois State, you love that. If you're Bradley, you'd like it to be 4 instead of 14.
Yeah, sometimes the shot clock moves too fast, and sometimes it never moves.
Eldridge lobs into the block. They play two-man game. Eldridge fires. Bradley tips at the rebound, but slashing for it is the Redbird. They get another shot. It's a floater by Holloway. Who got that rebound?
Well, they're crashing the offensive boards like I thought they might. They've come out of that halftime locker room. They've gotten 2 or 3 second shots already. That's one of the ways they play. We didn't see it in the first half. We're going to see it in this half. Our white shirts got to get active. We got to move our feet and get a nose for the ball and have some desire to get on the glass.
Jim Les had a word with John Higgins about that call, and now the Redbirds with the basketball. Eldridge is outside with Rubin. A lot of high screens in this game. There's one for Eldridge. Stop and pop and miss, and who's got it? Sam Singh hauls that one in. He cleared a path.
I made a good choice. He protected the ball. Now Bradley's got to solve this zone. You do it one of two ways. You either get inside or you hit perimeter shots.
The Braves find a window in the zone if they can. Here's the shot out of the left wing, rattling out. Long rebound. Dodie Dunson goes for it, can't get it. Bradley again stuck on 40. And Illinois State knows it. Here's a great steal inside by Roberts, anticipating the lob.
You see how high Chris Roberts was? Make a good choice here.
Oh, what a touch pass from Sam's to Darren Wilson.
I don't mind seeing criers, but I want a crier on a 2-foot shot. But we'll take it.
8 points for Wilson. And a foul on the Braves. It's on Dunson.
Well, there's an old saying about possessions. And you have them on offense and you have them on defense. You want players who don't take possessions off. That last time, Dodie Dunson wasn't ready to play. He wasn't moving his feet.
Odiakosa got free. Now as the clock winds toward 12 minutes, the Bradley lead is 11 at 42-31. And Escalco runs the point. Darren Wilson. The Braves look for a good shot. A lot of time on their shot clock. Now 14, traveling on Bradley. There's certain players that you don't want dribbling the ball and keeping it too long. And we'll come back at Carver Arena with Bradley in the lead in the second half. The crowd tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is 11,592. The all-time high crowd here was for Michigan State a year ago, 11,597. This crowd is 5 people short of the largest crowd in the history of the arena.
And they're making a lot of noise, not so much for how the Bradley Braves are playing, and they should be making noise for them, but somebody made a half-court shot in one of the promotions, and they went wild because Buffalo Wild Wings is going to go into bankruptcy tomorrow.
If everybody in this place eats Wild Wings, can you imagine? Well, welcome 12,000 people to the house. All right, 11:47 to go in this Great Valley game as the Braves lead the Redbirds by 11. Illinois State with the ball.
Double screen.
Eldridge.
There it is again. Come back with a staggered screen.
Both the bigs come out and screen. Rubin fires. Rebound again. Redbirds. Phillips tees it up. There's Theron Wilson. And Tim Jankovic has said that's what we want. Fire them.
Now they're going back to man now.
Bounce past Norris. Inside. Wilson missed it. Bradley has
Jim
been
Les
on 40 and then on 42 for a while.
Jim Les wanted a foul, and I think he's right.
Under 11 minutes. Norris in the game for the Braves. There's a backdoor cut. Great pass for a stuff by Odiakosa. Rubin made the pass. Odiakosa the basket. It's a 9-point game, and the Redbirds are feeling better.
They're in the 2-3 zone. They're going to stay. This zone is working for them.
Bradley hasn't made a shot in a while. They need one here. A basket, a couple of free throws. One way or the other to score. Maniscalco. Nice rebound long for Dunson. Bradley reloads the shot clock.
I think it's very important here that Sam Maniscalco not stop shooting.
Norris will try the freshman connection.
Darian Norris, these freshmen, Brown, Norris, McCain, all making very mature contributions.
His first shot, his first basket. He did the same thing on the road at Wichita. 1 basket, 1 3. Osiris Eldridge found a lane and whistled into the basket.
Well, it's very apparent Illinois State has decided not to settle for the long threes and the outside jumpers, and they're taking the ball to the basket and getting 95% makeable shots.
And now they want Bradley to shoot threes with their zone. Can the Braves get inside it? Norris again. And Osiris Eldridge has the basketball. Frank Cassoni, Dick Versace on Comcast. Lloyd Phillips got it down.
No, he said fouls on the ground.
Waved it off, I think.
On the ground.
John Higgins says a foul is on Singh. That is the third foul on, no, that's not right. I just announced there was a third. Here's Collins coming back in. Singh only has one or two.
Well, I don't think there's any question, that was a foul. It's a good call, and it was the correct call as to whether it was a two-shot or an out of bounds.
The Redbirds have 3-ball shooters, Eldridge, Rubin, Phillips, with the two bigs. Under 9 minutes now. Rubin's got an easy one. Alex Rubin can shoot the basketball. He shoots 50% on threes alone.
He's only averaged 9 minutes a game for the Redbirds this year. He was not in their 7-man rotation or even their 8-man rotation.
Gave him a good lift in this one. Made a couple nice feeds too. Here's Taylor Brown in for Bradley, and the ball is tipped off him out of bounds. It's an 8-point Bradley lead. Now Roberts in, Norris out. The coaches giving instructions. Bradley has Maniscalco, Roberts, and Dunson, along with Brown and Collins. Illinois State looks more comfortable the second half. Oh, wide open again is Sampe, and he banks it in. And that's looking easy for the Redbirds to get the ball in.
You can't be given those layups. And then at the other end, we're struggling for shots. See, there's a responsibility offensively against zone is on the shoulders of everyone that has a white shirt on. Should all be looking at the basket.
The lead for Bradley is down to 6, and Illinois State has more confidence right now than at any time in this game. Bradley needs a hoop in the worst way, and Doty Dunson threw it up and off, but he got fouled.
Oh, that was a good penetration by Doty, and
quick.
Something needs to be done. We need to look at the basket better. We need to penetrate seams. That means get in between two people, squeeze them, and that opens up an easy pass. But when that pass is made to the person on the perimeter, he's got to be locked and loaded and ready to pull the trigger. And I'm not seeing that.
We'll come back in just a moment.
The answer is too easy. You can't give these up. You're better off putting them on the line. Move over and take a charge.
Sure. That's a 100% shot. If he shoots some free throws, it's 78%.
Yeah.
Illinois State has outscored Bradley in the second half 18-15 to close within 6 with 7:47 to go.
Well, I remember the game at Missouri State. Missouri State not only made a run at the Braves, they got the lead. And we talked about maturity. What do you do when a team makes a run at you? First of all, you don't go into the second half of a game against a team that's 14-0 and not think that they aren't going to make a run at you. The trick is you got to fight off the run. A couple of free throws here by Doty Dunson would help that cause.
Doty spins the first one up and off, and Bradley is the best foul shooting team in conference play so far, but this one didn't go. Doty shoots them at 68%. Bradley needs every one of these. That one is good. Now the Braves need a defensive stop. The leading scorer in the game is Osiris Eldridge with 14. Wilson, Maniscalco, and Roberts have 8 apiece for Bradley.
And Bradley went to their 1-3-1 zone. It served them very well against Missouri State.
There's a bad pass on the first try. A turnover against the zone.
Frank, sometimes just a different look. is all you need.
And wasn't it about this time of the game when Bradley put that zone out at Missouri State?
Yes, and they played it very well. Missouri State, I think, struggled tremendously.
I thought it was very effective. Bradley's long, especially with Wilson and Collins and Roberts. Roberts shakes free and bangs it in.
And they called a foul. And the basket is good. No, wait.
The foul is on Roberts, but the basket is good.
Oh, see, I'm so used to the NBA. If that ball goes in,
yes.
If that ball goes in, it's
and one.
And the official puts his finger down to the floor.
Yeah.
That means and one.
Absolutely. That's what it is.
Somebody started a whole shoe company because of that.
All right. 10 points for flying Chris Roberts. Valley Newcomer of the Week, Bradley's zone. The Redbirds won't be bashful to pull the trigger. Lob inside, blocked away by the Braves. And screened by the official, it's Holloway flying in for two.
No, when Odiakosa gets the ball underneath, you should foul him. Our big should foul him. He's a 45% shooter. I'm talking about the rest of the time left, and there's 6 minutes, 38 seconds left. If Odiakosa gets it inside, put him on the free throw line.
45% is a very good risk for Bradley, especially when the alternative is a two-footer.
Getting the seam.
Dunson. Doty didn't hit anything, and the Redbirds are back. They're 7 down, but the ball is in their hands. Holloway threw it, and Roberts intercepted it. A steal for Roberts. He's got long arms and quickness.
You know, you might be saying, well, Doty Dunson shot an air ball. Doty Dunson actually, statistically, he got hit.
Theron Wilson, Bradley's most often fouled player, got fouled there.
And he's shooting the ball very well from the free throw line this year.
Theron Wilson has attempted 111 free throws coming into this game. The leader for Illinois State coming in was Aguchi with 98. So Theron Wilson does get to the foul line a lot.
You know, I was talking about Doty Dunson, shooting an air ball on a 3 attempt. He is statistically percentage-wise, our best three-point shooter. So sometimes those things happen.
There's a lot riding on this. Undefeated record for Illinois State. First place in the Valley. 10 points now. And the Bradley lead is up to 9. 5:40 left.
Bradley's back into man-to-man. They're changing defenses.
Inside, Odiakosa with a thunder stop.
Put him on the line.
10 points for Odiakosa. Tim Jankovic looks standing right in front of us. Extremely cool. McCain in for the Braves with the ball. 15 to shoot for the Braves. Crackling good game. Big time atmosphere. Big time effort.
Shot clock.
No foul there. 5 on the shot clock. Now 3. A runner by Sam. Osiris is going to fly it down the court. Holloway. McCain goes against Rubin. Looking inside again.
Rubin does not want to handle this basketball.
There's 2 bigs inside, and here's a whistle and a foul on Bradley. McCain.
It's still out of bounds.
Sam Singh replaces David Collins for the Braves.
Collins that time did not change ends with much energy, and I think Jim Les sensed that. Throws Sam Singh back in there, fresh body.
Bradley led by 9 at the half,
Bradley
lead by 7.
Sorry, Frank. They'll usually go into a 2-3 zone on the inbounds on the baseline, but they've gone to man on this occasion.
Illinois State still with the 2 hefty, strong, active big men. Stop on a dime and leave 9 cents change. Missed the shot. Jump stop. Stolen by Wilson. Bradley could get a run out, a crash and a foul. Bradley's ball.
No, I don't think there's a foul. I think it's just our ball out of bounds.
All right.
It's too bad. Look, we had two white-shirted Bradley Brave players really hustling, and they were a little close together, and the Illinois State player got in the middle of it. And otherwise, we had a breakaway.
And not only that, it was Wilson and Robertson, both are in your fraternity.
Phi Slamma Gemma.
Yes, it is. Sam calls the offensive set. 4 minutes to play. Carver Arena. The two first-place undefeated teams in the Valley battling it out. Inside pass goes to Wilson. He's fouled. Wilson's hard to guard. Fouls on Odiokosa. Bradley by 7 with 3:51. We're coming right back.
Frank, are you a gambler?
I will be.
Well, maybe David Collins should be a gambler in this situation. Dinma Odiokosa is a 45% free throw shooter. If he gets the ball right there, go block and foul on the block. Don't let him get his arms above his shoulders. Don't hurt him. Just foul him, wrap him up, put him on the free throw line.
Bradley leads the Valley in field goal percentage in the early going this year and field goal defense. The Braves at Carver Arena are 161 wins and 62 losses. They go down hard here, but they've got a great challenge from a fine team at Illinois State. The Redbirds are 14-0, 8-0 at home, 4-0 on the road, 2-0 on neutral court. Once again, the many minutes that Sampei and Odiokosa have played together is a bit of a surprise. There have not been as many minutes played by Champaguchi.
Well, I think the reason that Coach Jankovic made that move is that he's not happy with the rebounding, and he needed bigger bodies in there to rebound.
Well, he's got them. Odiokosa goes at 240 and Sampei at 255. 3:45 to play in this game. Bradley needs a score. Here's a skip pass that only Chris Roberts could have caught. McCain threw it when normally would have been in the 7th row.
Well, I was just about to say it's okay to go ahead and use this shot clock, but you want to use this shot clock and end up with a shot. That's a good pass by Sam Singh back to the perimeter.
7 to shoot. Sam Maniscalco looked like he got fouled, and Bradley did not get that call. Odiokosa got it pickpocket by Sam Singh.
Walk the ball up. We should walk the ball up and start going against the enemy. The real enemy is not Illinois State. The real enemy is the clock. 3 minutes and 2 seconds. This crowd is going bonkers.
Listen to the crowd. Under 3 minutes to play. Can Bradley hold their lead? Can they break Illinois State's winning streak? Jim Les 6-0 here against Illinois State. McCain for 3. A flying rebound by Roberts, and he's fouled by Eldred. We have some athletes in this game. That's the 4th foul on Illinois State.
Well, the shot clock was running down. Edrin McCain lets a deep 3 go. Long rebound. The longer the shot, the longer the rebound. High-flying Chris Roberts gets the possession, gets the foul, is on the free throw line. No, I guess they're taking the ball out of bounds. Sorry.
That's what it is. All right. Once again, as Dick just mentioned, the clock is on Bradley's side right now as it ticks to 2:25.
One word comes to mind for the Bradley Braves at this juncture: poise. Keep your poise.
19 to shoot, and they're going to have to make free throws. They don't want to foul Wilson. They do. Wilson slices along the baseline, and you can see Tim Jankovic saying that wouldn't have been my first choice, but it is strictly an out of bounds. That is the 5th foul by the Redbirds. Bradley has 6.
2 more before they shoot.
So Bradley just takes the ball out of bounds and and the Braves throw it away.
No.
Sam Singh said it went right off Rubin, And the official standing over there, J.D. Collins, said no. Sam Singh is incredulous. He's talking to Sancier.
Well, let's take a look, Frank. You got a freshman inbounding the ball here.
Sam thinks it was deflected away.
Sure, it looked like it.
And now, here's a whistle. You're going to call Jim Les over. I don't know, maybe are they going to try to review something?
I guess not.
Just explaining.
Just trying to settle everything down.
2 minutes. Phillips blocked by Singh. Sam Singh with the block. His 10th of the season.
That's our 5th block tonight.
Odiakosa right back in for the Redbirds. And Rubin sits down.
Another block. The Bradley Braves are slowly and surely becoming a shot-blocking force in the Missouri Valley Conference.
Eldridge dances with the ball, nearly stolen by Roberts. Now Eldridge is free. 1:45, layup, no shot, says the official, and the foul is on the Braves. 2-shot foul at that. Now Illinois State can get within 5 with the clock stopped.
Well, if the guy is going to be attempting a shot that you're going to make 90% of the time and you don't have good position, just get out of the way. Remember, you want to keep the clock moving.
Phillips knocks it in. He's a 78% foul shooter.
Very important to block out on the free throw lane line here, because Illinois State has nothing to lose, really, being down 6 by maybe going into the lane too soon.
It's a 5-point game, and sometimes you just hate the feeling when you've led and you've led, and then all of a sudden, here comes the other guy. But Bradley was able to do it both times on our road trip. Well, the other guy came back, and here came Bradley back again.
Well, all my years in the NBA, I can remember myself or Chuck Daly, my boss, when we were in a situation where we needed to fight off the run, we would get into that huddle and we would just repeat it. We'd say, fight off the run, fight off the run, fight off the run, and just drive it home and try to get the emotion and the adrenaline cooking inside our players so that they could finish the job.
What Bradley's got to do now is make plays. They've got to handle the ball, shoot their free throws, keep their poise, and hold the Redbirds off if they can.
Well, this is a dangerous three-point shooting team, and it's easy to come back when you're making threes, and there's quite a bit of time left in this game.
Yeah, there's a lot of time at 1:44.
Full court pressure.
Now Sam Maniscalco will undoubtedly break to the ball, or McCain, or both. Let's see what they do. Wilson needs help. Bradley does not want Wilson dribbling the ball all the way up the court for sure. Here's a foul by Rubin.
There we go.
Now Sam Maniscalco.
That's the last foul to give that they had. We'll be shooting on the next foul.
And Jim Les wouldn't mind at all if when Bradley was fouled, it was that man, Maniscalco.
Yeah, he's a very good free throw shooter, especially in the clutch.
Theron Wilson, who's come up big in clutch situations for the Braves this year. He throws it in, and Sam Maniscalco's got it.
I really think he was throwing to Chris Roberts.
He was throwing it to Roberts, exactly. Maniscalco on the bounce.
You really need to go to the basket a little bit.
I think they'll foul McCain.
You're going to get fouled.
18 to shoot. McCain isn't being fouled yet. There's Maniscalco.
On a penetrating drive. There's one.
Wilson off to Singh, lay it up and in.
Big play. Sam Wilson. Fight off the run. Fight off the run. Fight off the run.
Under 1 minute. Can Bradley break the winning streak? Blocked by the Braves. Layup by Odiakosa. Blocked by the Braves. Singh threw that one back. Here he comes again.
Put him on the line. Don't let him shoot it.
A great rebound by Theron Wilson. Spectacular effort around the rim.
Wonderful exchange. An exchange is your players giving the best effort they can, digging deep, using all the energy in their bodies, and just working. That's an exchange.
This is Kenny Loggins to me. This is it. Here's your miracle. Stand up and fight.
I want to say something. I am so impressed with our attempts to block shots and swarm from the weak side. I know that's something that Jim Les was worried about with his team, not for this game, but for the last 5 or 6 games. He wasn't happy with the weak side. The weak side means you're either going to come over and block shots or you're going to come over and take charges.
Wilson made the free throw, a big one. And make no mistake about it, ladies and gentlemen, the Redbirds aren't 14-0 for nothing. They tore apart 2 good Valley teams in Evansville and Creighton. And Bradley, with 41.6 seconds, has still held them off. Wilson answers again. Theron Wilson with a dozen.
33 seconds.
Eldridge, 3-ball. Rebound, Holloway, good! Timeout, Illinois State. So that melts it to 7. 54-47 with 30.5. Now, what's the subject in the huddle?
The subject in the Illinois State huddle is we want to go for steals early. Don't foul too quickly, but with 30 seconds left, you maybe try 1 steal and then you foul. If you're Bradley, you want to make sure you have all your best free throw shooters in the game. So you wouldn't want to have the freshman Brown in the game, because Taylor Brown is not a good free throw shooter at this juncture in his career. So you want to have all players who can make free throws in the game.
Sam Singh is the center with the best free throw percentage at 73. Maniscalco over 74. Wilson over 71 now. Chris Roberts at 79. So those will be the people. So it's a full court pressure put on by Illinois State, and Sam Singh will trigger. Bradley's got to survive 30.5 seconds.
There's where you want the ball.
Sam Maniscalco was trapped and taking the ball right out of his hands. There's a pass inside, a layup is not good. Rebound, Eldridge just steps back and fogs it in. Timeout again, Illinois State. And look at that clock, and look at the score.
See,
Osiris just drained one.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but we had the possession on the jump ball.
Right.
So, unless they just fouled and it wasn't called, but when Sam Maniscalco had the ball, should have just covered the ball, taken the jump ball. You know, you have to have awareness of time and score and jump ball possession. So those 3 things the player has to have awareness of. Certainly on that occasion, Sam should have held the ball. Now, maybe the guy just ripped them and they got the ball free, but it doesn't matter. If you cover up the ball, you're going to get the jump ball, and then you're going to have time to get another possession, eat up some more time.
The game is about as close as it can get now. 54-50 with 19.3, and Illinois State really liked what happened the last time. They just ripped the ball out of Bradley's hands and got a 3-ball from Osiris Eldridge. Immediately a foul against Chris Roberts.
Yeah, that's what Sam Maniscalco should have done. You get the ball, you squeeze it, you bring it into your chest. That way they can't strip it, they can't knock it out, and then you've got to make your free throws.
Nobody had real foul trouble. That was Osiris Eldridge's 3rd. Maniscalco has 3. Sam Pay is in for the rebound, and then Odzik will probably come back for offense.
And as you might guess, Illinois State has no foul problems.
None.
It doesn't matter, they've got to foul.
It's up to making free throws right now. If Bradley can do it, they can win the game. If they can't, maybe they can't. This is Chris Roberts. The tension in here is terrific. Out, no good. Illinois State ball. They're only down 4. Phillips goes all the way and shoots it off the window. Rebound by Roberts. And traveling called on Chris Roberts.
Official in front of us never made a call.
Had nothing. Mike Sancerre had nothing. And the official on the angle made the call. Let's see.
All right, here's the shot by Phillips. It's a miss out of nowhere. Comes Theron Wilson. I mean, certainly bodies banged, and that had to be one of the reasons he went to the floor. They called a travel. I thought it would be a foul.
Traveling was the call. That's amazing. Chris Roberts flew through the air, got the ball. And now the Braves have 8.8 seconds to protect a 4-point lead. But now the Redbirds will have a 1-and-1 from Dinma Odiakosa. Nope, they're Mike Sancerre just said 1-and-1, and now they're going to take it out of bounds. Okay. Holloway gets an immediate shot off. It's no good. What a rebound by Chris Roberts. He has such leaping ability.
Well, not only does he have leaping ability, he has bulk. You know, you think Charles Barkley is probably the greatest bulky player who had great lift. Chris Roberts has bulk and lift and hands.
And now he's got to show his 79% form on making free throws. These are absolutely crucial for the Braves. 5 seconds left in the game. The crowd will tell you that Roberts made it a 5-point game. If he makes another, it's a 2-possession game.
Well, I don't think there's any question that this game was going to be a wire job. I mean, anytime these two teams play, one team can be 14-0. It doesn't matter. You can throw the records away. History has proved time and time again that this is one of the great rivalries in all of college basketball.
This place is absolute bedlam as Bradley has a 56-50 lead on the 12th points by Chris Roberts, who knocked in 2 cold-blooded free throws and is now shooting at free throws at better than 80%. Now here's a point I have to make. Illinois State came into this game averaging 77.4 points a game. Bradley came in averaging in the Valley, giving up 59. We said the irresistible force.
And Bradley became the immovable object. And they got Illinois State in their game. They forced Illinois State to play a lot of zone. When you play zone, you can milk the clock. You can play at a slower tempo. And when you're playing against the zone.
Here's a length of the court pass to Rubin, fires from 30, no good. Rebound and a timeout for Illinois State with 4/10 of a second. Tim Jankovic saved all his timeouts for the end. And Bradley has a 4-point lead with 4/10 of a second. What can you do in 4/10 of a second?
You can get it. Well, I mean, you can get a steal and get a shot.
That's it.
That's what you can do if you're Illinois State. You can get a steal and get a shot.
Okay, the officials are over here. Frank Blaine, our producer, if you can hear me, the officials want a replay. The officials are asking for a replay. Can you hear me, Frank? The last play, we're looking for the clock on the last play. We've got John Higgins and J.D. Collins over here, and they are looking for the clock on the last play. Now Rob Judson is telling Tim Jankovic, yes, the officials are reviewing the play. The clock is perfect. We got the word. The clock is perfect at .4, and that's a nice gesture to the Bradley timekeeper as he's got it right on the nose.
Well, it's not an easy job sometimes, when you're the home timekeeper, you can't help but have some disconcertion sometimes because, you are used to seeing your home team put it up on the line to win or lose. Now, what you want to do if you're Illinois State is you flat out have to make an attempt at a steal, try to get some kind of a shot.
Bradley throws the ball on their end,
baby.
And they win. Bradley has stopped
the
winning streak of Illinois State as the Braves are now 4-0 and in the Valley champion lead by themselves. The final 56-52 propels the Braves to 4-0, and Jim Les to 7 wins at home against Illinois State in 7 seasons.
You know, in the Missouri State game, I carefully watched my old point guard become what I thought, you know, I mean, in my own mind, because I really don't watch or criticize, nor do I analyze his coaching, but I did that game. And I told him after the game, at Missouri State, you coached a marvelous game. You know, and I could tell that, you know, that he appreciated it. Well, you know what? He topped it tonight.
Yes.
But he did it in a different way. At Missouri State, he made changes. He went to the 1-3-1 zone. You know, he changed his defenses. He played 2-3 on baseline inbounds. He gave Missouri State different looks. He overcame a huge offensive rebounding deficit at Missouri State. But tonight, he was a great coach tonight because of how he prepared his team.
Exactly.
You know, he clearly said, all right, we're going to have a game where we're going to play the way we want to play. We hold teams to 59 points. This team's not going to get 80 points on us. And how do we do that? We get up in their numbers. Get up in their numbers.
Bite the numbers off the jerseys.
You got it.
We walked out of Milwaukee. It was a 5-5 team. Bradley has since won 5 in a row, has gone to 10-5 and 4-0 in the Missouri Valley Conference. The Illinois State Redbirds are now 14-1 for the season and 3-1 in the Missouri Valley Conference. And real quick, Dick Versace has already taken a quick glance at some of the final numbers on this final statistics sheet.
Well, anytime, Frank, you're going to have a close game, you're going to have close stats. But what I think is the biggest disparity here is Bradley was able to hold Illinois State to 37% shooting from the floor, and this vaunted three-point shooting team that shoots 40% from threes as a team shot 23% tonight. On the other hand, Bradley shot 33, which is above what they normally shoot from threes, and they shot 43%, which is kind of close to what they always shoot.
Courage, and outwit, outlast, outplay, and Bradley had a great game tonight and a great opponent, but the Braves came out on top in a game in which they dictated the tempo at 56-52. We'll be right back.
Throughout your life, you develop many special partnerships with family and friends. Pekin Insurance understands. We've been your partner in protecting those you care about most. Secure the future with a partner who cares. Your independent Pekin Insurance agent. Depend on your hometown professionals.
Call Mid-Illinois Insurance and talk to Ron Murphy, Larry Hardesty, or Mark Alwyn for all your insurance needs.
Pekin Insurance.
What you choose today determines your tomorrows. Choose well.
I'm Dr. Keith Kramer. Live life well.
Kramer Chiropractic and Acupuncture. Call now to get started.
Heritage Bank's newest location is your cell phone. Mobile banking. Your bank on the go. Visit go-heritage.com and check it out.
It's not about Florida or California.
It's about the Peoria area.
It's about what's happening right here.
Here, there's a good selection of homes in every price range.
Call a realtor today.
Products don't know how to find customers, but Comcast Spotlight does. With a mix of on-air, online, and on-demand advertising, you can reach your customers wherever they are.
The final score, 56-52, and a heart-pounding, draining victory between two great rivals here in Central Illinois as the Braves prevail in a game that was just remarkable in many ways.
You know, I walked into this arena tonight, and I have to tell you that I had some thoughts about me being in this situation, and now Jimmy's in this situation.
Oh, yes.
And of course he's been in it, you know, for 7 years now. So I also thought briefly, you know, before we came back from this break, about what you said about Mike Krzyzewski, you know, with the
5 players.
5 players
to a
come
team
together, right?
Yeah.
And it really happened tonight
It
because
did.
if you look at the stats, I mean, no one, carried a complete load. Everyone chipped in.
Very well balanced brave team.
Some guys had not so good shooting nights, like Sam Maniscalco was 2 for 10 from the floor, but he took 10 shots.
Yeah.
He's going to have to learn that you can't be a shooter if you don't shoot. So you can't have one game where you take none.
Yes.
Or 1. And then another one where you take 10.
Well, the Braves did a great job on Champaguchi, who was only 1 for 7 from the field, and he was lighting them up at 16 points and lots of threes early too.
And they held Osiris Eldridge to his his average, which is 16.5. He had 17 tonight.
Yeah, our player of the game tonight is
Darren Wilson. He was a bit of a stat stuffer here, 4 for 6.
Yeah.
From the floor. He obviously no 3-pointers. Here you can see him going in and driving on a good, strong finish. He was 4 for 4 from the free throw line. He had 7 rebounds. He had 12 points, 2 assists, and a block. Darren Wilson, our player of the game, the stat stuffer.
Bradley has won the game, and we'll be back with a final word in just a moment. Stay with us.
When is an heirloom more than an heirloom? When you bring it to Carlson's Custom Jewelry in Peoria Heights. Whether you're repairing a precious heirloom, creating your own, or reinventing the one you've got, Carlson's Jewelry is here with professional jewelers to give your piece that perfect personal touch. Everything is done in-house. Nothing leaves the shop. Carlson's, located at 4701 North Prospect Road in Peoria Heights, corner of Prospect and Duryea. Remember, custom jewelry doesn't cost more, it just means more.
For the best accommodations and customer service Peoria has to offer, choose the hotels at Grand Prairie. The whole family will enjoy Country Inn and Suites' family-friendly atmosphere. For luxurious extended stays, Candlewood Suites is your home away from home. And Wingate by Wyndham has state-of-the-art amenities to accommodate even the busiest business traveler. Situated among the finest shopping, dining, and entertainment venues in Peoria, the hotels at Grand Prairie have something for everyone.
Okay, guys, 2-minute break.
Hey, Jim, thanks for giving me the advice on the Better Bank. It's terrific.
Hey, a satisfied customer is the best advertisement, and they've been great to me and my family since I moved back to Peoria.
They make me feel like a neighbor. Competitive rates, just been terrific.
Well, my daily banking needs, they have my mortgage, I pay my bills online, and I get great service with that.
Experience for yourself what we mean by better service, better banks. Now with 5 locations to serve you in Bartonville, Peoria, Dunlap, and Wyoming. Member FDIC.
Some of those folks wishing you all the best and great game are Core Construction, Wayne Baum and Steve Rushley and all the friends there, Proctor First Care with Todd Baker and his doctors and care all across the land, BradleyFans.com. Great information on Bradley from students, alumni all over the land. Total Tax, a Sharp Family Corporation, long-term commitment to Bradley and excellence in what they do, and Zobrist Construction. That's Phil Zobrist and Tim and all the gang there doing their job in Morton. Dick Versace, a little bit of frosting, and then I'll close it up.
So you were going to ask me if I had a final comment, and I said, no, I don't have a final comment, but I would like a Buffalo Wild Wing.
That's what I want.
I think everybody tonight will be celebrating. I think real quickly, I remember this. And if this is what happens, all these people will go home feeling good about themselves because this basketball team won, and they'll have a very happy drive home.
Absolutely. And so, for our scorer, David Robertson, for producer Frank Blaine, for Danny Adams, for the coach, Dick Versace, this is Frank Bissoni wishing you all a very pleasant good evening from Carver Arena, where the Bradley Braves landed in first place alone, 56-52 over the fine Illinois State Redbird team. We will see you January 21 at Northern Iowa. Thanks for watching, folks. Anything is possible. Good night.